Hey guys, Stack here, and welcome to the Teutonic Hotseat time-lapse. Now, obviously, you've already just watched the time-lapse, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And we're going to be talking a bit about the Teutonic Hotseat and giving you a basic sort of overview and epilogue, or if you like, of what happened. So, let's begin. Now, obviously, if you want to get in touch and have the chance to actually take part in these hot seats, then all you need to do is just join the click on the link in the description below. And it'll take you to my server where most of my hot seats are hosted on. Well, no, all of them will be hosted on there, along with obviously video updates to the channel and so forth. So, the Teutonic Order was being played by Rubens. Lithuania was being played by Timelapse, who unfortunately had to leave, and then was replaced by Donald Trump, as he calls himself in the server. Which was, I think this is actually his username as well. Denmark is being played by Danius98, and who played all the way to the end. Novgorod was being played by Honorian, who unfortunately had to leave, I think, on the turn 15, I think it was. And then Rubens replaced him, controlling two factions, because Novgorod was pretty much an ally, if you like, well, an ally in the way to the entire game. That's probably how. And that was Honorian's whole plan, to remain allies with him forever. Now, obviously, we had the Holy Roman Empire, which is being played by RP Fighter. Poland being played by Tutush the Mad. And the Mongols being played by the Lord of Potatoes. Or MT Explorer, as he is. So, yes, let's get into the campaign, and we will show what has taken place. Hey, guys, and welcome to the campaign map. Now, the last save that was sent was for the HRE, which never got to really play the turn. So, the HRE obviously got pushed back by Poland a lot. I think mainly their main enemy was really Poland, really. Now, RP did claim to be a sort of almost an ally to the Teutonic Order, because they were fighting Poland, and so was the Teutonic Order. But I don't really view it as an alliance, to be honest. That's why I gave basically, it was Rubens who won the hot seat, along with, I did give Honorian the win as well, because technically Honorian was playing Novgorod for the majority of the hot seat, and was his only ally really I could think of. So I felt it was only right that Honorian should get the win as well as Teutonic Order. So yeah. Now Denmark renamed themselves to the Make Denmark Great Again. Principality of Novgorod, they call themselves, instead of just normal Novgorod. So we'll talk about each individual faction, and I'll give you the basic, and I'll give you a gist of how it all went down. So the Holy Roman Empire was exiled into Prague, into Czechoslovakia, and yeah, here they are. And the only emperor left is Emperor Nikolaus. He's got a decent army. I think he was RP was trying to push out and hit the Polish and try and beat them, but I don't think he would have been able to pull it off for very long. He would have got so far and eventually run out of men and then died. But yeah, looking at the family tree on this end, quite a few. He's the only general left, apart from Lorenz, but he's not even come of age yet. So as you can see, a lot died in battle, died in battle. So the Holy Roman Empire has been through a lot, and was on the very verge of death, as you can see. Don't ever did about moving. I should turn off the follow AI movement, so it's a lot quicker. Now Denmark called himself Make Denmark Great Again. I think that's because it was close to losing. Now Denmark did do quite well, and unfortunately there was a invasion by the Novgorod, who landed here. As you would have seen in the time lapse, they've taken these two regions and had quite a few reinforcements on the way. I think the Teutonic Order was also preparing to move on with their fleets here as well. Now Denmark did have a navy, did have an alright little army to hold. Probably, I imagine Denmark would have held up a bit of a fight if they wanted to. Their fleet is massive, and how about two full stacks here. So I reckon they could do some damage, but they are also at war with... no, they're not at war with Poland. But I imagine, I don't know what was... I believe, actually... Oh, no, they were allied with the Holy Roman Empire. They got a marriage, so I think Danius and RP were going to win the hot seat together, I think. Which is their original plan, I'd imagine. However, Danius sort of just surrendered. I mean, he would have put up a good fight, but eventually, once the Teutonic Order and Novgorod all came in attack, I don't think he would have survived, sadly. So yeah, that's Denmark. Look at the family tree. Their faction leader survived. One of he died in battle. Obviously, one got assassinated. King Nud the Killer. Interesting name. And yeah, and obviously he married his daughter off to the Emperor of the Roman Empire. So yeah, that's Denmark. They did do quite well, and obviously they killed Norway as well. Norway was AI, so yeah. For the next hot seat, I am gonna make Norway actually playable because I'm pretty sure the script that does the whole Kalmar Union doesn't even work for hot seats. I'm not too sure. It might. If you find out it does work, then in which case we'll leave it on, but or we'll leave Norway unplayable. So we'll see. Now looking at Poland, obviously being played by Teutonic, and yeah, just go away, please. His family tree, obviously quite large. One died in battle, and that was it. So most of his family tree was stayed intact. So as you can see, there's quite a few armies spread out. A lot of places with forts and troops here. I think he was sending troops over to attack Prague from the look of it. So he probably would have done that. And yeah, I'd imagine he probably was trying to do that. So yeah. So yeah, he's got quite a few military troops. Obviously, some areas over here sort of got cut off. As Teutonic sort of just rushed through the land and beat the shit out of them. I don't mean to sound rude at all, but that's the way to say it. But obviously they had a decent army left. I imagine they would have, I don't know if they would have held from the combined strength of both RP and the Teutonic Order, but it would have been interesting to see how that would have gone. I'd imagine Poland probably would have lost that engagement, considering Norway and, not Norway, sorry, Teutonic Order and Novgorod pretty much had it in the bag, really. Alright, looking at the Teutonic Order, now into turn 21. Go away. Go away! So obviously there's no family tree here. From what I know, yeah, Gunfirst I think is the one you start off with, so he survived. And Factionaire, they're both pretty good generals, I must say. So is Kurt von Luxembourg and Philip von Castellan. So as you can see, they had a big army ready to probably sail over to Denmark and attack, or Sweden, really, actually. They have a big full stack here. That's probably moving into Poland, and they had an army, here as well. This one was going for Przeworsk, I think. So they were going over there, and obviously the Eastern Front isn't going to be very secured. He did obviously deal with Lithuania. Now, what was interesting about Lithuania is that Lithuania got made sort of like a vassal state of... it was back when Timelapse was playing as them. And they got made... I think Lithuania surrendered, I think, to Teutonic Order and Novgorod. And they became like a puppet vassal state of Novgorod, I believe. And so called themselves like East Lithuania or East... I don't know what name they called themselves. It's like East Lithuania, I believe, or something like that. And then Donald Trump eventually replaced Timelapse when he had to leave. And Donald Trump didn't stick to the whole vassal agreement. He decided to make a last stand or something like that, or just go crazy and just attack everyone, which is kind of funny. It didn't. He obviously died, but at least I imagine he did actually sort of help. I think he was going to ally with Poland, I believe. And he did apply a bit less pressure to Poland, I'd imagine, by that whole little rebellion and all that. But Novgorod and the Teutonic Order all closes on them, I don't think it so much chance. But it was quite a valiant last stand and all that. It's, it's kind of cool. Obviously, the Teutonic Order had the navy ready to all do a massive invasion of Denmark, I imagine. That was their main goal. And obviously pushed into Poland as well. So yeah, the Teutonic Order, Rubens definitely had it in the bag, and he played an excellent game. So Novgorod as well. They have a go away. Go away. Thank you. So his family tree is mostly intact apart from this guy dying, and that was it. So yeah, he had Large family tree. A lot of people in there. Novgorod, as you can see, there's also a bit of plague as well. So obviously he has his army over here. So Prince Dmitri. So yeah, he's obviously heading over with his armies and armies from here and here probably eventually will all come over. So yeah, down on the southern side of it now, they did have a decent border here. I don't know why. Probably going to move those troops up if the Hotseat went on any longer. But yeah, it didn't have that many armies, surprisingly. I would have thought Novgorod had a little bit more than that, but I'm sure they probably had reinforcements on the way from somewhere. But yeah, I reckon Norway, not Norway, sorry, Denmark probably could have like defeated the Novgorod army, but they wouldn't have lasted long once the Teutonic Order came over as well. So yeah, but anyway, that's that's the way it obviously went, and yeah, stupid, yeah, whatever. And back to the Roman Empire. So we go toggle foe and show off the entirety of the map. Even though I've just already done that with each individual faction, but there you go. So Norway up. I keep saying Norway because it's the Norwegian region. So yeah, obviously, and Denmark got pushed out of here. They weren't actually at war with them, but I don't think. No, Denmark never pushed that far south. My apologies. They did hold this though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got peace, or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. If you wanna interview the players yourself or ask them, and I'm sure they'd be happy to give you some honest answers and explain to you in detail what happened. I only know so much. I only know so much from what I've seen on the diplomacy tabs and on obviously on the map as well. So obviously I do keep in touch with all the diplomacy and stuff that's going on. It's technically my job as admin to keep an eye on them. But yes, that's pretty much it for this Hotseat. It's been quite a laugh. I've quite enjoyed it. It's went on quite a while to like turn 20 as well. So I always find most Hotseats go on to about 20 to 30. I think about that. I think depending on the Hotseat really, it goes. I think manual Hotseats go on a lot, obviously a lot shorter, and auto resolve Hotseats usually drag out to about the turn 30 something. So yeah, I think I don't know. It's very interesting to see how, because manual, all Hotseats can go, and it all depends on, you know, because the DLC ones are obviously going to go on for a lot less, and it depends if it's like a massive grand campaign, they go on for like turn 50. Crazy. But yes, anyway, that is it for this. Again, if you are interested in taking part in Hotseating, then I would recommend you follow Your Total War Master. He does a lot of Hotseat videos and almost like guides to Hotseating, really. And obviously you'll find loads of other guides, but I would recommend him. And if you want to take part in Hotseats themselves, then feel free to contact me on Discord or just join my server. And currently we are recruiting for a alternate grand campaign Hotseat. And that currently has 5 spots left, and I think 4, because I think a friend of mine is going to take up 1 spot later on. One because he's in another Hotseat that's about to end, so he's waiting until that finishes. So I'm going to say there's about 4 slots left, so if anyone is interested in taking part in that Hotseat, then please do join the server and send me a message or just ping me on there or whatever. But anyway guys, that is all for now. I thank you for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you later.